Well, it was a great season, but now it's time for the off season. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cheesehead. Talk about anything and everything Cheesehead. I know I switch up the lines sometimes, but I'm still figuring it out. Anyways, I'm your host. It's AZ, and we're back again with another video of the Cheesehead Talk. Hope y'all are liking the little graffiti thing down there at the bottom. But anyways, let's get into breaking down the Packers 23-24 in a season. I'm going to break down the regular season and then I'm going to do the postseason. Before we get into that, you know how it goes. If you are brand new to the channel and you like this for whatever reason and find this to be of any interest and you like it, I don't know. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to, you can like the video as well if you want, and also leave a comment down below. I always appreciate those. I haven't really gotten those in a while, but it's okay. But anyways, there is some breaking news going on right now circling around Packers. We fired Joe Barry, thank the Lord. This is just a quick cut away from the video. Immediately after this, like a day or two later, we got a new defensive coordinator, which is really good. And I didn't mention it in the video because obviously it happened after I recorded this video. So yeah, I was just making that clear. I was so happy seeing that message come up, and I have been happier ever since. And we also fired a strength and conditioning coach, which, in my opinion, is the ground rule for success for next season. But that's just my opinion. We've interviewed a couple people. I hope we don't get Brandon Staley. I don't care, but I don't want him. And that is basically all the news for the Packers right now, is just who's going to be our defensive coordinator. And in all honesty, I just hope we get someone that is better than Joe Barry and is not going to make us worse than what we already were. But I think how the Packers are going to do it is they're going to do what the Packers do. I mean, they're going to hire who they want to hire. They don't hire based on what the people want, because obviously they have a game plan, though, which I have faith in them with whoever they go with. Because whenever Packers makes drastic decisions like this, we always hate it in the moment and then end up liking it by the time that it starts getting good and we start doing better. But yeah, it's enough of that. Let's get into the stats. As the regular season ends, our good old trusty Jordan Love had a total of 4,159 yards, and he was 372 for 579 attempts and was 64.2 completions. In my opinion, that right there is an incredible stat line for for his first ever starting season of Jordan Love. And yes, he did surpass Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre in their rookie seasons, which I know he isn't a rookie, but this is his first year playing as a starting quarterback, and he's putting up better numbers than one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That right there, my friend, is incredible. But yeah, the next one up is, we got our running stats. We got our top three. I wrote down our top three mainly just because I didn't have enough room to write down every single little stat line thing. But anyways, you got Aaron Jones going with 142 carries and 656 total yards, which is honestly pretty good for the fact that he was injured most of the year. And then you got A.J. Dillon getting 178 carries for 613 yards. Also pretty good. Jordan Love, though, I wrote down Jordan Love just because, what the heck, he had 50 carries for 247 yards for a quarterback is pretty dang good. I've realized more and more as the years go on in the NFL that quarterbacks are starting to turn into running backs, Lamar Jackson and Justin Fields. But yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens in the future. But then breaking down, going into our receivers, you got Reed being our leading receiver, I'm pretty sure, with 64 receptions, 94 targets, and 793 yards. Dobbs with 59 receptions for 96 targets for 674. I already know I'm going to get tired of reading these, but Wicks with 39 receptions, 58 targets, and 581 yards. Pretty good for the rookie. And Christian Watson didn't really have that great of a year. He had 28 receptions for 58 targets for 422 yards. He also was injured a lot of the time, so I'm not going to hold that against him. And then Tucker Kraft Rookie with 31 receptions, 40 targets, and 355 yards. Musgrave, 34 receptions, 46 targets, and 352 yards. That was a lot of reading. But I'm just going to break down basically my hopes after the regular season ended. This is before the postseason, by the way. The Packers, I've discussed this, I'm pretty sure, but we've had a long season. We've had a bumpy season for sure. Started the season, Jordan Love, brand new QB. We won the Bears game, then we had a couple. We had rough games like the whole year. We honestly should have had more wins than just 9 because a lot of those games we missed just basically from kicking, but I will get into that later. Anyway, no hate to him. He's a rookie, okay? I see all the hate everyone's giving him, and honestly, he doesn't deserve it because he's a rookie kicker. What do you get when you get a rookie kicker that didn't kick all that well in college? I mean, I'm just going to say that. Also, we did pick up a new kicker. He's going to be competing with Carlson, and yeah, I guess the best man wins there. But then heading into the end of the stretch for our season, we had to win. We won the crucial games that we really needed to win. And in that last game against the Bears, sealing our fate going to the playoffs, it was so great watching that game because I'm like, I thought the Bears would put up a better fight than that, but they obviously don't because they're the Bears. But anyways, let's get into the postseason. Love had 37 for 55 for 55, 466 yards, and had a 67.3 completion rate. And he also set a record for having the highest QBR in a playoff game ever. So yeah, congrats to him. And then Jones had 39 carries for 226 yards and averaged 5.8 yards a carry, and also had 3 touchdowns. Wilson had 12 carries for 36 yards and averaged 3. And then Dobbs had 10 receptions for 12 targets, 234 yards for a touchdown. And then Musgrave 6 for 7 for 66 yards and a touchdown. And then Reed had 4 receptions for 7 targets for 35 yards. So that's basically all of the main postseason stats that you really need to know. We beat the Cowboys, and it was so great. And I was having high hopes going into the 49ers game. And then that happened. And then I had to watch the Lions game. I honestly don't feel no sympathy for the Lions because now you know what it feels like. The 49ers are no joke in the playoffs, especially if you have hope. So, yeah, that's all I'm really going to say about that. Overall, we had an amazing year. It is so sad, though, watching that game and watching the end of the season because we honestly should have won that game and gone on and played in the Lions, and we had a chance at going to the Super Bowl. Then I probably would have cried because the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, that is basically it. I just can't wait for the next season. I have so much hope for it, and I would definitely be breaking down more Packers news soon. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, like the video, and yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day. Anyways, take care, everyone. Peace.